good evening, or whatever time zone you're in. Good. Yes. What are we talking about? The only time zone that matters is America's time zone, aka Texas's time zone, which is central. 3 a.m. Jesus Christ. Well, I appreciate you joining. How's it going, everybody? We are in for a long one, and I just took my nighttime gummy, so hopefully it doesn't hit by the time we're like, it hits when we're almost done. What's going on, everybody? Jables, my nephew, my boy, LF Super Baby 2 user, balls indeed. Attended winner, what's up? Mr. Bwent, hola. Sapi, trying to make up for the heresy that you gave us earlier. Is the music too loud? Yeah, I'm gonna lower the music a little bit. There we go. I think that's a little better. We bit higher? How's that? How's that? Is this better? Or is it too loud? Perfect? Okay, cool. Julie, thanks for sticking around. Save the unknown. Someone beam save the unknown. Music's blasting like usual. I know. I don't know how to fix this sometimes. What's up, RD Sheets? All right. So, I had to, while the stream was like, you know, starting, when it's like starting soon and then the intro plays, I already had this tier list ready to go. And then for some reason, the one that I made wasn't showing the table. It like just had the images and no table. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. It wasn't working. So I basically just took my best of 2024 tier list and added a bunch of other things. So hopefully everybody's here. I tried to cover every Dragon Ball release that I reviewed in the last year, in 2024. And that's the goal today. We are going to do an ordered tiered list, meaning you guys are going to see, like, you've seen tier lists before where I rank like the Ichiban Kuji, and then like you look at like someone in last place and like, oh, that means they're bad. No, they're just the one that I liked the least in the set. They could still be like an A tier figure. So this will help in kind of clarifying that. And on top of that, we're going to do everybody. So you're going to see how I feel about Crane figures in comparison too. But I think everything is on here. We've got every Masterlise, every Ichiban Kuji that came out in 2024. We've got the Figuarts Zero Son Gohan, the Dragon Ball Arise Perfect Cell. I know there was other Dragon Ball Arise figures released last year, but I didn't review them, so there's no point in me adding them here. I plan to review them in the future, just I didn't do them last year. The Daimatsuri Goku's here. Every Clearise is here. There were 4 last year, and if you see something missing that came out in 2024, let me know. Every Blood of Saiyans figure is here. Every GX Materia figure is here. Every History Box figure is here. I just noticed my head is like cutting it off. Every Matchmakers release is here. Every Solid Edge Works release is here. I just realized there's 2 Dragon Ball Arise cells on here, so we're just going to ignore that one. The Daima panel figures are here, and the Dragon Archives are also here. So I don't know if I missed any. If I did, please let me know. Hopefully we figure that out sooner rather than later. But yeah, that's the goal today. We're just going to rank everybody. And yeah, I would love feedback from the chat as we go through this. I can be swayed with a good argument. Trust me, I can. You can check the peeps in the Discord server. But yeah, I'm ready to go. So I figured we would save the Ichiban Kuji figures for last, because I know that's like the big ones. So we can kind of start. Why don't we start with the Figuarts Zero? Figuarts Zero Gohan. Don't worry, he's not D tier. I'm just putting him here. Figuarts Zero Gohan is really cool. I really love the detail. I love the sculpt of the figure. It's definitely one of my favorite Figuarts Zero figures that I've ever had. I have had a few over the years. Obviously, I have the Janemba from 2023. I've owned the Super Saiyan Goku when he's, you know, do you mean Krillin? That one. I've had a couple other ones that I'm drawing a blank on, but oh yeah, the Wrath of the Dragon Goku, the first one, not the Comic-Con one. But I was never really all that impressed with Figuarts Zero, especially for the price point. But this Gohan really did impress me. I do still think he has just a couple of minor issues. One of the Cell Juniors is obviously not that detailed, but it's kind of in the background, if you want to say that. And the whole thing is kind of small, especially for a Figuarts Zero. But, you know, Figuarts Zero, they're supposed to be, you know, these discount diorama style sets. So they're not really supposed to be like a resin figure. That's why they cost, you know, around $100. Do I feel like Gohan is worth $100? I think he's like $90 MSRP. I don't think so, if I'm being honest, but he's still a really great figure. Great detail, really cool reference. I think he actually did reinvigorate my desire to, you know, explore Figuarts Zero a little bit more. So I'm going to put him up in A tier. I really like him. I think the ones that are coming out this year look way cooler and way better. So hopefully the whole size and detail thing is kind of out the door. But yeah, I guess we're just going to see. The Figuarts Zero pricing makes sense on something like the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. See, I still don't agree there because he's pretty much the same size as this Gohan, maybe a little bit bigger. But that Figuarts Zero Goku is ugly. I don't like that thing at all. I remember when I first got it, you know, I was still like, you know, a sweet summer child. I didn't really know any better. And I was like, yeah, it's awesome. And then like the longer I had it, the more the imperfections stood out to me. So over time, I've not really enjoyed that Figuarts Zero Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Dragon Ball Arise Cell. It's so this is a very interesting conversation, and I see people like argue, you know, in support of the Dragon Ball Arise series a lot. And I don't know if I've said this on stream before or if I've said it anywhere on the channel, but quite frankly, if I was not a content creator, I would never touch these figures. This perfect cell is $400. MSRP, $400. He is vinyl, which means he is hollow. He's very light. He doesn't like, he's not made out of high quality material. Let's just get that out of the way. He is not made, none of the Dragon Ball Rise series figures are made out of high quality material. The only reason they're priced the way that they are is because Bandai markets it as like a limited release. They only make a small amount and then they put them at these crazy prices. It is a total scam. It is not worth the money. I will admit the colors of the Arise Cell are great. I like that his dots are sculpted in. He's got good detail. Really, the biggest blemish, besides, you know, the actual quality of the sculpt being a freaking vinyl figure, the only blemish is his face. Some people were way harder on it than, you know, I would be. I still think his face is fine. In fact, I think it's pretty good. It just looks kind of like derpy, a little bit, but not a lot. Like he still looks really good in the face. But when you like put it in context of how much you're paying for this thing, and then, you know, you have this guy over here, who's like a fraction, like maybe a third or a fourth of the price, if at all, like it just makes no sense to collect Dragon Ball Rise. And I think some people who buy them, like they're just like, they paid so much for them, they feel like they have to justify what they paid for it. And some people say, well, they make rare characters that we don't see in Masterlise. And honestly, that's not even that true anymore, because Masterlise has way more variety in the Dragon Ball Arise now. You get the announcer, you've got Mr. Satan, you've got Raditz, you've got Yajirobe. Like there's plenty of variety in Masterlise now. So that whole argument, I just don't think it makes sense anymore. All these songs, dude, like just fluctuate in their volume. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, if you feel like you need to justify his price, fine. But at the end of the day, he's none of the Dragon Ball Rise figures are worth their price point. I still really like this Cell figure. I'm gonna put him in A tier. I think he's really good. If we didn't consider the price, I still think he's like an A tier figure. I love like the colors on this thing because it really reminds me of the manga, and I'm a sucker for manga colors. It's just very unique. You don't see it very often. I'm pretty sure there's like a light. You know what? I just realized the chat box and everything is not on. There you go. We want to see your beautiful comments. I'm pretty sure there's like life-size statues you can get for that price. Exactly. Like you can get like a resin at that price. You know, I have mixed feelings on resins too, but that's a whole other conversation. But the Dragon Ball Rise series is just not worth it, man. And if you're like impatient, like, oh, but I want Guru now, I want X character now. I mean, okay. Like eventually they're gonna make them in Masterlise. Masterlise clearly is not slowing down. So yeah. Jesus, Brent, what is that? What is that? It looks so weird in my little in OBS or Streamlabs. All right. So that's Dragon Ball Rise. Ah, the Super Master Stars piece, Daimatsuri Son Goku. It's pretty delightful to see Super Master Stars piece come back in some way, even if it's not like, you know, hey, it's all new, it's a new sculpt and everything. It's still nice to see it come back, especially this one. Like the Goodbye Goku is one of the most expensive Super Master Stars piece figures, and for good reason. I used to have the manga dimensions, and it was lovely, you know, just the sculpt and the reference and everything. You know, a lot of Super Master Stars piece figures are pretty freaking awesome. So to see them come back and revisit it, and not only that, they improved his likeness. I think his face is better. They, you know, made his colors a little closer to the original manga panel or manga cover that Toriyama illustrated. So it's pretty awesome. Whether or not you think it's like, hey, I hate like retreading old figures, I still think it's amazing. And it's definitely an S tier figure. Like it's awesome. Even if it is the 5th version, I'm still that excited about it. It's really good. The only reason it didn't make my top 10 is because it's not a brand new from scratch Super Master Stars piece. It is still like just a new color variant of an old series. I kind of hope they bring it back. It would be cool to see Super Master Stars piece come back. Like we're starting to see some legacy figure series come back, like Grandista's back. Dokkan Battle collab is coming back, which is cool. Like bring back Dragon Ball Legends collab, bring back Master Stars piece. Maybe not Master Stars piece, but at least Super Master Stars piece. Like that'd be really fun. But yeah, Daimatsuri Goku is amazing. He's just so good. All right, we're moving on to Clearise, starting with Super Saiyan Goku. I really hyped this figure up when I first got him, and I think the reason I did that is because it had been a while since I had collected Clearise, and now that I have at least reviewed all of them, and I own like quite a few. Definitely S tier. However, the manga dimensions version is the superior version of Daimatsuri. Yeah, I agree. I think the manga dimensions is the best. I need to collect the whole set of them to really make my final opinion, which I am working on recollecting all of the Super Master Stars piece figures complete. Vegeta and Goku are gonna hurt my wallet, man. But anyways, I hyped this figure up a lot more than I think I should have in my review of him. I think I even said like, this is like the best Clearise figure. But now that I've like recollected all of them and have reviewed all of them, I think there's maybe like one review missing on my channel, and it's Gogeta, which I am working on right now because I recently got him. This guy is so small. He's really small. You know, his face isn't perfect. It's better in like the promo images. It's not terrible, but it's like, you know, kind of in the middle. And I really do think it's because of his size that it really throws me off now. Like, I look at some of the earlier Clearise figures, like the Vegito, Gogeta, Goku Blue, Vegeta Blue, Goku Black. Like, those were like pretty decently sized Crane figures. And I don't know why Bandai is like very inconsistent with Clearise sizes. Like, you get Super Saiyan Trunks and he's a good size, and then you get this guy and he's small, and it's just all over the place. So I don't really know what the deal is there. But I don't think this guy's aged very well. So I think I'm going to put him in C tier. You know, some of these placements will change it maybe as we go by. But yeah, he has not aged as well as I think he should have. He had the potential to be really good, but he wasn't. Clearise Beast Gohan. Man, I was excited for this one, but I really don't think he turned out, you know, all that good. Sorry, I was just checking my dog, making sure he's okay. He's sleeping. But yeah, this Clearise Gohan Beast is really disappointing. So it's been a while since I've had him. I've already sold him off because I was just like, gross. But maybe I don't. Maybe I have him back here. I have a pile of figures I'm selling off behind me. But this Gohan Beast is not good. I'm trying to think of the positives, and I don't really think I have a lot. Like, his face isn't great. Like, it's not bad. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's like just doesn't really look that close to Gohan. His hair is fine. The support that he comes with is freaking dog shit. It's like the same one as like the Solid Edge Works cell. It's like the dinky little like square plate that you kind of like sort of fits on their foot but doesn't really. It's just trash. This whole figure feels cheap and like just not great. I think I would put him in D tier. I think I would leave him right there in D tier, actually. I think he's like one of the worst Crane figures they did last year. Maybe even, yeah, he's definitely the worst Clearise that they did. Really dissatisfied with Gohan Beast. He was not good. I don't recommend him. Yeah, just nothing spectacular there. I want to get the Dragon Stars Daima Goku to go with Vegeta, but I'd be going against my rule. What's your rule? Your one rule? You don't kill? What are you, Batman? You say that like we know what your rule is. Just say what your rule is. Why are you being so coy? All right. Clearise Broly. Yeah, very cryptic. Your rule is I can only get one figure per character? Okay. Clearise Broly. Super Saiyan Broly. He's pretty good. I think he's a pretty good figure. I really do like this Clearise Broly, and I got him up there on my wall shelf. It's cool that he kind of scales with the Blood of Saiyans Broly that came out. So that's really interesting. And it's not often that we see figures of this form made. And with Clearise, it really emphasizes like the blue hair that he has in the movie. Blue, purple. I mean, I don't know. It's always different depending on games and movies and stuff. But I think he's really good. Obviously, he does look very plain because there's no shading or anything. But he is elevated a little bit because of like the gold paint on his body. The Clearise effect actually works on him, which is something I'm noticing with figures. Like, why aren't they actually doing like an actual Clearise effect on these things? Yeah, he's obviously not like super big. He's still a Crane figure. He doesn't have shading. He doesn't have like high texturing like on his skin or his gi or anything. But he is pretty good. I do really like him. I think I'd put him here in B tier. I think he's fine. He's probably going to go lower and lower as time goes on, maybe. But, you know, I think he's a pretty solid Clearise figure, especially if you like Broly. I recently bought all the Grandista Manga Dimensions and Super Master Stars piece / BWFC Super Master Stars piece Manga Dimensions. Cost an absolute bomb, but absolutely worth it. They're some of the best Dragon Ball figures. Yeah, I hear you. I just bought a few recently. You guys will see that in an upcoming haul video very soon. I'm waiting for it all to get at the Zen Market warehouse before I ship it out. Yeah, I got a lot coming. There is a new haul video coming soon from Jump Ichiban, my boys. Jump Ichiban is awesome, guys. You have to check him out. I already have SHF God Goku. Okay. By the way, Jeebus is back. Okay. All right. I think we got one more Clearise, huh? Goku Black. So this was a surprise, and this is kind of like a big change for Clearise. Jump Ichiban, what did he do? Oh, freaking dad jokes. Clearise strikes me as the cheap figure line. Yeah, I feel like it is one of the Crane figures. It is one of the cheaper ones. And you know what I noticed? They only released 4 Clearise figures, and we have Gohan coming out in 2025. And I think that's it. Like, they haven't announced any, and they've announced figures all the way up through like Q3 for this year. So I don't know if Clearise is like dying or something. I don't know. We'll see. But this was I gotta pay attention to Baggy's Twitter for like sales, because he'll share like how much a figure is sold. And I don't know if Bandai pays more attention to the character or the type of figure line or both. You could have sworn there were more last year. So did I, but it's just these 4, as far as I know. You can double check for me if you want. Check Bandai's website or My Figure Collection. But yeah, Goku Black was a big like change for the Clearise series, because he's the first figure that isn't like Super Saiyan or something. He's got black hair, so that was, to me, was very interesting, because I'm like, okay, the whole appeal of Clearise is that like part of their clothes and their hair, you know, is translucent. So when you hold up a light to it, then it like lights up. It looks like they're like in the anime, and ki is rising all around them. But this one, he didn't really do that. So I thought that was interesting. And I do think it's cool that they reused the Rose Goku Black and just made a couple changes to obviously his head sculpt and a couple of his arms. But the overall body is taken from that Goku Black that released, which was pretty decent. And I would say overall, he's an improvement from like a sculpting likeness angle, because his face looks better than the Rose. His hair sculpt looks more appropriate. And hey, Goku Black, like we haven't gotten a Goku Black figure in a while. So I did appreciate, you know, what he was, but I think I mentioned in my review, it's kind of just like, well, what's the point of Clearise at this point if you're not going to do, you know, these Super Saiyan forms and stuff that are supposed to be glowy and bright? Like, he barely glows or makes use of the Clearise line. And I'm going to assume the upcoming Gohan is going to be the same thing. So it is kind of weird, but I think that's more of a discussion on the Clearise line rather than like the quality of the figure. I think the quality of the figure is still pretty good. And I would put him right here above Broly. He's definitely the best Clearise figure that came out in 2024. I really did like this Goku Black. I just don't know what's the point of Clearise anymore if they're not going to take advantage of the whole thing of the figure series. All right, Blood of Saiyans. We are moving into Blood of Saiyans. So last year they started with this Gogeta Blue, which was pretty interesting. What's up, Kirby Pier? No worries, man. We got a long ways to go. I hope Masterlise steps up their game in the next release. The shading kind of sucked on most figures apart from Super Baby 2. Noticeable drop in quality, such a shame. That's debatable. Bardock was still pretty solid. Vegito has great shading. It's just his face that was kind of off. Golden Uzaru has great shading, and I like the metallic paint. He might be my favorite of the two Golden Uzarus. Kakarot was freaking awesome. So I don't know, man. I don't think I can agree with you on that. And then the new Ichiban Kuji that came out this month, a couple days ago, I will have a review for that in 4 days. Son Goku's training arc, and get your butts ready. This set is something else. What's up, Rexon? Okay, Blood of Saiyans, Gogeta Blue. So I think, was this the first Gogeta Blue in Blood of Saiyans? I think that was interesting. I think last year was also like, was it? It was like I don't know if it was last year or the year before. It's like the anniversary for Broly or something like that. Maybe, I don't think so. So I guess we were starting to see some DBS Broly figures come out here and there, which it's not like we have. We have a lot of those already in various releases. So, I mean, getting another Gogeta Blue figure was nothing special, but I think this is our first Gogeta Blue in Blood of Saiyans. So, excuse me, that's interesting. The sculpt is fine. His face is like a little weird, like it's not perfect. Doesn't really look like Gogeta in the face. No shading, you know, that's common. His size was pretty decent though for a crane figure. But it did kind of suck that he was stuck to the base. Like you couldn't have him stand off the base because I think the pegs were built into his feet. But yeah. I'm sorry, Unlimited Power. I still disagree. I disagree. Like, because there's a lot of poopy Masterlise figures from a few years ago. I think you just need to, if you look at all of 2024 for Masterlise, there's plenty of hits in it. Like, look at this. Look at these hits in here, man. There's a lot. It's honestly just Omnibus Amazing or Ultimate that had a couple of stinkers, Vegito and Boo mostly. But anyways, Blood of Saiyans Gogeta, he's fine. He's nothing special really. And frankly, we have enough Gogeta, but I did like him a little bit more than the Clearise Goku at the very least. Like if you like just want a cheap Gogeta that's easy to find, he's a viable option. He's pretty easy to go and buy right now. So yeah. And then they followed that up with Vegito, which was cool. It really did feel like both figures kind of went together. They have like a very samey style from a likeness perspective. I do think Vegito is the better looking one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just put him there. Like, they're about the same in almost everything. Like, their likeness is very similar in a style perspective. They both don't have shading. They both have a good sculpt, but they're both like stuck to a base. I do like the deep blue for their hair too, instead of the stupid turquoise Super Saiyan blue color that we would see in like the DBS anime. I love the change from DBS Broly to have like the deeper blue for Super Saiyan Blue. It was a very good change, I think, for the series. But yeah, I think Vegito looks fine. Like I said, he's in a more interesting pose too. Like he's like cracking his knuckles and stuff, which, you know, it is still generic, but at least he's not just standing there like Gogeta. And you know what? Vegito deserves more figures. Like, why is Bandai just sleeping on Vegito? I hope we see Vegito like next week in Daima. That would be awesome if Vegito shows up and he gets the W that he always deserved. No Masterlise Vegito in 4 years. Yeah, we got one in December at least, but yeah. Yeah, Bandai hates Vegito? Possibly. Bandai is just like sucking Gogeta's schlong and they're just like letting Vegito out to die. Last time was in Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Well, the last time was Omnibus Ultimate. Yeah. Oh, Super Saiyan Blue? Yeah. Yeah, they gave us the 3rd mission and then peace out. They're just like, put DBS in like cryospace. Man, I hope we get DBS Masterlise again real soon. Anyways, yeah, Vegeta Blue, he's fine. Oh man, Ultra Instinct Goku. Dude. Oh, I was so disappointed in this thing. Like, you look at it in all the pictures and stuff, and he just looks awesome. The sculpt looks amazing. He's like bent down in a fighting pose. He's got texturing on his skin and stuff. His hair like is just perfect for the Blood of Saiyans line. Is this the first Ultra Instinct I think this is the first mastered Ultra Instinct Goku in Blood of Saiyans, which is wild. And then like I saw he didn't come on a base. He just had a foot support, like a regular foot support. I'm like, oh, this could be peak. And then you get him in person and he's like he's like the size of my dick, dude. He's like this big. I'm like, dude, what? This is like a Gashapon figure. What the fuck? Like, it was insane. Why is he so small? Ah! He should not be that small. He's the smallest Blood of Saiyans figure. I don't know what happened, dude. I don't know what happened. He could have been like here. He could have been like peak. But no, he's like here. Just because he's like this big. I'm stronger than an ant. If an ant was this big. Yeah. It's mostly just the size of him, man. Like everything, the stars aligned for everything to work out besides like he doesn't have shading, whatever. But the stars aligned. And then you open the box and you're like, what the fuck is this? I actually remember my friend Mark Austin. I think he got this figure. He either won it in one of my giveaways or he just bought it. And then he literally had that reaction. He like texted me and he was like, dude, what the fuck is this? Why is he so small? So yeah, he had the potential of being so good, dude. He had the potential of being so good, but mega disappointing. You know who wasn't mega disappointing was this Blood of Saiyans Super Saiyan 3 Goku. The exact opposite of this thing. Like, he's the exact opposite. I'm gonna put him here. Yeah. He's big. He's big. The Blood of Saiyans style fits him really well because, you know, when you think of Super Saiyan 3, it's like the big, like, freaking flamboyant, in-your-face hair and stuff. Like, it's crazy. It's all over the place. It's glowing. It's legendary. Like, it's really cool. Honestly, my biggest issues with this thing is he's stuck on a base, but whatever. They still at least made it interesting because they gave him, like, the clear heels, so he's, like, floating. It looks like he's floating. And it obviously no shading, which does make him look flat. I will admit he looks flat, but it is what it is. And I will also say his face, not perfect. Like, it's good, but it's not perfect. Like, it's still a little weird looking. It is kind of like that whole idea, like what we went with Vegito, but not as bad with Vegito from Omnibus Ultimate, where whoever sculpted him was more focused on the angle you're supposed to look at rather than like 360. First time a Crane figure gets clear heels? I think so. I can't think of another one. I don't think anybody else on this have like clear heels. No, I don't think so. Yeah, he's probably the first one. But yeah. Yeah, he's really good. Easily the best Blood of Saiyans that they did last year. Not of all time. I don't think he's like the best of all time, but he's definitely the best one that they did last year. Like, you get the box too, and the box is like heavy and weighted, so you can tell like, oh, there's like something in here, dude. And it's just cool. It's really cool. Whether you use it as an accent piece or you just want an affordable Super Saiyan 3. All right, here's another one. Like, bro, why is he so small? Like, and he came out right after Super Saiyan 3. Like, Future Trunks. Future Trunks is like one of the most popular characters in Dragon Ball ever. Future Trunks was in the top 10 most popular Dragon Ball characters in Japan when the Buu Saga was happening, when like Gotenks already was a thing. People were still ranking Trunks higher than Gotenks, and he wasn't even in the freaking arc. That's how popular he is. And then Bandai's like, I'm gonna disrespect you and make you, you know, super tiny like UI Goku. Why? And he looks pretty good. Like, he looks pretty good. But he's so small, dude. Like, it's just, you feel like you're not justifying the price. So if all of these are the same price, like $25 to $30 MSRP, but not all of them are created equal, especially from a size and scaling perspective, it's like really hard for you to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go and buy this and collect all the Blood of Saiyans. So it's just freaking, it's balls, dude. But he's not as bad as the UI Goku. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yeah, he's worse. Because I'll say this. At least UI Goku isn't stuck on a base. UI Goku's sculpt is way more impressive than Trunks. And yeah, that's it. I think that's where he beats Trunks. Because Trunks is cool, but man, they did not do his Blood of Saiyans very good at all. Future Trunks deserved an OVA about the Buu Saga. Yeah. They still can. They can still do something like that. They can do like a Trunks story where he doesn't get the people from the past involved. They need to do a Masterlise Future Trunks figure from the BoJack movie. Yeah. I'm sure they will eventually. All right, the final Blood of Saiyans. Brody! Brody! Yeah, this guy's going right there. Really good. Really good. Really good figure. You can tell, just like some of the other ones I talked about earlier, like, what's up, Zizo? Zazu? You can tell the Broly's been like sculpted by hand, because you can see like the texturing on his skin and on his clothes. He's another Blood of Saiyans with no base, which is awesome. This, like, I hope Blood of Saiyans does that, but doesn't make their figures like tiny. He's like a good size for cranes. All right, I'm gonna call you Zizo. That's it, Zizo. Yeah, Broly's a good size, good sculpt. He does look very plain because like there's no shading or anything, but you know, it's fine. You know, Blood of Saiyans, the hair stuff fits. He goes really well alongside the Clearise Broly that came out in the same year. And the only big thing is like or a small thing rather, is his head. Like, his head does look a little too small, and I know it is kind of like that in like the Yamamuro art sheets and in the movies and everything, just because Broly's body is so comically ballooned and ripped. But it's still, I feel like it is a little too small for the figure, so it makes him look a little goofy. Oh, GX Materia. Okay, so Varrook is my favorite Dragon Ball sculptor, for sure. He's just my favorite. Every time he does something, I always love it. At least in Ichiban Kuji. It's very rare that I see a figure from Varrook and I dislike it. And this is one of those occurrences. I dislike this Nappa. You think Broly's shoulders are a bit too big? If they weren't so large, his head would look normal, in your opinion? Maybe. I think if they just made his head a little bit bigger, it would look fine. S tier cum Nappa. Did he put the blue eggplant in, though? I don't think Varrook has anything to do with the Materia. I think he just does the sculpt. So we can't blame him for the penis in Nappa's mouth. Sculpt is good, but the projectile vomit ding dong as the Materia, yeah. It's just it's a stupid idea. Like, I don't know who at Bandai was like, oh, we should do that as a GX Materia. You should have just done like a key ball or something that's on a stick. Because this is just weird. It's even like curved and rounded at the end. It's a penis. But besides that, he's just so small. Like, there were a couple of GX Materia figures that came out. Like the Raccoon that came out before this. I think maybe even the Android 18, like, they were just really small all of a sudden. I'm like, dude, don't do this to GX Materia. Like, what's going on? But yeah, this Nappa, as much as I love the sculpt, man, like, it's not that... He's got a penis in his mouth, dude. I'll put him right here. Like, rare L from Varrook. Like, Varrook did the sculpt, and it was awesome, but, you know, if his name is going to be plastered on all the good of GX Materia, it has to be associated with the bad, too. So, he's going to take that L, excuse me, because that Nappa is not great. I'm going to hydrate, read chat. Penis mouth still beats Gohan? Yeah, because I would put it maybe right here. Because at least the sculpt is still really good and highly detailed. Like, dude is like ripped. He's got veins all over his body. He's got veins in his eyes. Like, Varrook did a fantastic job sculpting the figure. It's just too small. It's stuck to a base. I think it might even be slightly recycling some of the Raccoon that came out a couple months before. At least an anatomical structure standpoint, because they're like basically in the same pose, and parts of them looks eerily similar. So I don't know, but GX Materia base Goku is one of my favorite cranes. Please don't kill GX Bandai. Nope, they're still making more. They're still making more. We got a Super Saiyan Goku coming out soon. And I think they announced a Gohan, the third Gohan. So don't worry. GX Materia, it sells. I'm pretty sure it sells. So it'll stick around. Android 18. This one was another one that I didn't really love. She doesn't really have like the same issues as Nappa, but I just felt like, you know, she's reusing Krillin's Destructo disc, so that's not interesting, you know, to start. And I just kind of felt like, you know, it was too similar to Krillin. She seemed like a little too small. Again, like, I don't know what was going on early in the year for some of these figures, like Blood of Saiyans and him and her. Like, they were just like really small for some reason. And yeah, I don't really think I have that strong of feelings on the figure. It was just kind of a nothing burger. So maybe I'd put it at the bottom of C tier. Like, there's just not much going on there. Should have gotten a Matchmakers along with Super Saiyan Vegeta. Yeah. Well, she already had one with Trunks. She had the Matchmakers with Trunks, Future Trunks. I do like that it is Buu Saga Android 18. You know, I'm a Buu Saga simp. But maybe a fight with Cell or GX based off of her fight with, you know, maybe Trunks in the future. Maybe kind of replicate the Matchmakers Android 18, but make it a GX Materia where she's like firing a Ki Blast with one hand. Would have been cool, maybe. All the Crane ones are becoming small. That's not true. We just talked about these two. These guys are big. These three. They're like big for Crane figures. Here's another one. GX Materia 10 Shinhan. 10 Shinhan. Yeah. Yeah, Varrook cooked. It's cool, man. Like, to have that moment when Ten Shinhan is protecting his friends from Cell, like, bro knows, like, this dude could kill me, like, instantly, but I'm still gonna unload my Ten Shinhan OC on him. Even first form Frieza is kind of Masterlise sized. Nah, I have him, so my review for that's coming soon. You'll see. I mean the first form, the new first form, the new final form. Also, he's too small. He's like one tier too small. But Ten Shinhan is really good. Good size, awesome sculpt. Same thing. He's got cool details from Baruch. Like the likeness, it emulates the manga and anime so freaking well. He's got veins all over his body. Really, the worst part about it is like obviously the base. I hate bases. They just take up so much space and attract dust. And his materia it's so stupid. It's stupid and boring. Just doesn't really do anything to elevate the figure, and it's just like a little puck that comes with him. So I put it back in the box and I never think about it. He looks fine without it. I think a lot of GX materia figures look better without their materia, and like you get to appreciate Baruch's work a lot more. So yeah, he's really good. One of the best Crane figures that came out last year, for sure, was Ten Shinhan. In fact, yeah, he was on my best of list, right? Yeah, he got number 4. He got number 4. So actually, yeah, this is more accurate because this thing was freaking sick. I ordered the Japan exclusive Kaioken Goku GX Materia Kamehameha because I liked your review about it a lot and had to add it to my collection. I agreed that Goku is definitely the best GX alongside Gohan. Hell yeah, brother. 10 is really good. Epic moment from the series. Agreed. Shin Hikoho! Yeah. Ten Shinhan gets slept on. Bardock! I might even put him here, dude. Bardock is sick. Cause like it's hard to justify like putting something like him in A tier, because A tier is like, yeah, these are like some of the best ones, but they put blood on him. Even though he has no shading, he's got the blood. His ki blast molded into his hand is so impressively done. And just Varuk just did such a spectacular job. It doesn't look one-to-one with the OVA like the Masterlise. Like I think the Masterlise is more true to the source than the GX Materia, but it's still pretty close. Like it's still really good. It's like more like modern Dragon Ball. Like it's like more of like based off of Dokkan battle art rather than like 90s Dragon Ball. But it's still fantastic. It's so good. Just the blood really like elevates it to another tier. If he had no blood, I definitely would have put him here, but yeah, he's A tier. You enjoy the GX Materia's likeness a lot? Yeah, Varuk is really good at capturing Toriyama's style. Sometimes he like makes it his own a little bit, but he's still like close. Yeah, Rexon and you're on the same wavelength. But yeah, Bardock, must have. I would get this figure. Plus it's Bardock. Bardock is sick. Who doesn't love Bardock? Turles. Where did I even put him on my list? He was like a little lower, huh? Yeah, I'd probably put him like right here. Yeah, Turles is pretty cool. Same thing, really. Like Varuk just did a good job. It's cool to see like these rare characters who don't get a lot of merch, like Turles. I know Turles is popular in Japan, like for sure. And yeah, I mean the figure's good sculpt, good effects. Like I really do like the fact that his key ring, like you can attach it to his like fingers and you don't really notice it. Like it almost looks like it's part of the figure, like it was always there. But no, it's detachable. But it's also the figure's like biggest weakness, because it blocks his face. He's like Majin Buu from freaking Universe. He's like this. So you don't get to appreciate like Varuk's work as much. Like I just don't like it when faces are blocked like that. But when you do look at it and look at it from all angles, he is really good. He is one of the better GX Materia figures that they did last year. Like, I would say these three, like, freaking Android 18 and Nappa were like, what is going on? Is GX Materia, like, about to take a fat L this year? And then it just turned things around with 10, then Bardock, and then Turles. They did a really great job. And it looks like they're going to continue that momentum. They're back. They're back. All right. History box. History box. I think history box in 2024. Let me look at it real quick. Okay, I think in 2024, I think it got a little better. I still don't think it's worth the same price as the rest of these guys, but they're doing their own thing. His tiny box, yeah, they're all so small, dude. They're definitely like something that I would put like on my computer desk or something. But even then, like, then they take up, like, they're not that small, but because they're on like these bases. But you know, they started to get a little better. Gohan, he was pretty interesting. Like we were just saying, he did get blood painted on him, so it elevates the figure a little bit more. His likeness is okay. His hair sculpt's okay. Everything about the sculpt was fine. They did like reuse the Gohan Beast electricity, like it's the same exact electricity from Gohan Beast. So that was kind of like lazy. And I feel like a lot of the bases that they use for these are like copy pasted between them. Maybe you like that for uniformity. I think it's just kind of lazy, but he's good. Would I put him? Where would I put him? I'll put him right there. You know what? Yeah, he's not that bad. He's not D tier. He was the one that I got. I was like, you know what? Maybe History Box can do some stuff. Hey, Matches Peaches, I'm about to get my imperfect Cell figure tomorrow. Let's go! Let's go! As Cell would say. Bleh. What's up, Evan? Bardock and SSJ Goku are the best ones. Namek SSJ Goku. Oh, from History Box? Yeah. I didn't really love the Bardock one, but the Super Saiyan Goku on Namek was the first one before, you know, I started reviewing them last year that I was like, yeah, this one's pretty good. Gohan. Gohan's weird, man. He's like, I feel like a lot of the History Box figures just kind of look weird, and he's just so tiny, dude. It is a funny panel that they, you know, based it off of. It was, you know, Gohan was like, he's got a weird face from the manga panel that they based this off. So it is an interesting one to create a figure from, but you know, he's okay. He's fine. I don't know if he's here somewhere, but I just said he's okay, he's fine, but like, honestly, he's down here. YouTube has so many ads, it seems like every 3 minutes or so. Can I change that? Let me see if I can change the ad rate. Let's see. All right. I changed the ad rate, so maybe that'll help. Let me know, RD Sheets, if the ads slow down. Gotta change this. Do I like this? I don't like it better than the Trunks. No. But he's better than the Gohan Beast. It'd be funny if this ends up at the bottom. I don't think it will, though. But, yeah. He's just a funny looking figure. And just like every other History Box, he's like too small. So yeah. Pay for red? Oh, yeah. He's saying pay for YouTube Premium. Making us lag. What you talking about, bro? I have the settings on ultra low, so I can respond in like almost real time. Okay, this history box Majin Vegeta. Honestly, they did kind of cook. They kind of cooked. Yeah, I think he's there. They like for a history box figure, they did a really good job. I am tired of Majin Vegeta, dude. Like, Bandai, just do a different character. Like, Vegeta has done more in the series besides the Majin Vegeta arc. Like, he's done a lot more. I swear to God, I'm serious. Go watch the anime. I have. Have you, Bandai? But but the figure does look good. Again, it's another one that has blood on it, so that helps elevate it a little bit. The sculpt is actually kind of impressive too. I'm wondering if like Varuk or Joe or Riku worked on this, because it's really good. The dude needs YouTube Red. Actually, it's called YouTube Premium now. Yeah, YouTube Premium is awesome. I spend so much time on YouTube. I need it. But yeah, the Vegeta does reuse the same electricity that Gohan just used and Gohan Beast used, but hey, he's like a bleeding figure. He looks kind of cool. The sculpt is actually pretty detailed for a small history box. I was actually kind of impressed. And there is funnily enough, there's another history box Majin Vegeta coming, but I think it actually looks better than this one. So I'm interested to review it and talk about it. You only go on YouTube for me? Dang. Thanks, RD Sheets. I appreciate you. Most of my entertainment is on YouTube, honestly. I listen to podcasts and stuff all day. All right, the final history box. Angel Goku. I don't know why Bandai does this thing where like they they announce like two of the same figures, like one in Masterlise and then a Crane figure. This thing is just funny. This is the only history box figure I own, and it's only because like he was the last one that came out, and I was like, well, I might as well keep one so that I can do comparisons. But he's not that good. He's just kind of plain. Like the clouds that he's sitting on are kind of gross. Like they're hollow and cheap. His wings look really good though. Like they sculpted his wings really well. His hair is sculpted fine. His face is okay. Like they're going for the original manga aesthetic that this is based on, but it's nothing special, man. Yeah, honestly, it's like, yeah, it's like right there. Typical history box. Like, I don't really know what more you want me to say about that. Masterly's bleeding Majin Vegeta when? No more. No more. Please, no more. No more. I don't want any more Majin Vegeta figures, dude, in Masterly's. No more, dude. I'm done. The only time I would be like okay with another Majin Vegeta is if they did the like no battle damage, because we haven't had something like that. But my night gummy is kicking in, guys. It's okay. We'll be all right. I just might slow down. Matchmakers. Let me hydrate. Been paying for premium for so long, didn't notice they changed the name. Yeah, dude, me too. Like, it was like a year or two ago. I was like, oh, it's not YouTube Red anymore. Weird. But honestly, it reminded me of a P site. The websites that are banned in Texas reminded me of that. Because there was a site that sounded similar. Matchmakers, and they started with Zarbon and Vegeta. Let's just move both these up here. They're not in D tier. Just talking about them. Let me place them so people don't get confused. Pretty good. Definitely better than like the previous matchmakers that came out before them, the Kaioken Goku versus Vegeta. Like those just looked weird because like they were trying to emulate the anime with the colors and stuff, but they just ended up looking weird. These two, I don't know what started happening in Matchmakers, but it just feels like the sculpts started getting a little bit better. And the matchups were definitely more interesting, starting with this set, like Vegeta versus Zarbon. Oh, that's pretty unconventional. Like we didn't see, like we've been seeing, there was Goku versus Vegeta, Kaioken Goku versus Vegeta, SS2 Goku versus Vegeta, Goku versus Frieza, Super Saiyan Goku versus Frieza, like just nothing that interesting, you know? It's like, why are you doing the same fights with the same characters? Yeah, no, it's like different forms. It's still the same characters. Like, do something else. So it was just kind of whack to see it again. But finally, something unconventional, which I really appreciate, and they both look really good. You know, they still have the problem where they're a little plain because no shading or anything. But the sculpts are really well designed. Their likenesses are really good. They're in really interesting poses, like when Vegeta's deflecting Zarbon's attack. Really good release. I'm really happy with these two. I think they were the start of something good in Matchmakers. And boy, did we get something good. Yo. 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 These figures are awesome. These figures are sick. They almost made my top 10. They almost made my top 10, but I ended up liking a few other ones a little bit more. But wow, these are so cool. They look just like the Dokkan art that they're pretty much based on. Cooler is designed like really well, and he's kind of big for a Matchmakers. I would say probably the biggest issue with these is like setting them up face to face. Just you won't be able to see like Goku and Cooler that well, so you have to display them in like a kind of unique way, I guess. You all right, babe? I think she's okay. All right. Goku, dude, the way that they made Goku's hair, like it's the fluffy, classic Super Saiyan hair without all the detailed strands and stuff. I love that. I want them to do that on a Masterlise. Like, do that on a Masterlise. I don't think we've ever seen that on a Masterlise. No, I don't think so. So, I really do love the look of them. I think Goku's battle damage and everything is really cool. But yeah, I think just as a Matchmakers, they're a little weird to put them in the intended pose because they're supposed to be face to face. You'd have to like maybe angle them like kind of like that. Like if they're facing like this, you'd have to do that. So you kind of want to get the Cooler. I recommend them. Like I would, for Crane figures, I would definitely recommend buying anything in B or up at full price. I would. Like if they're an A tier, I'm like, import it. Like Bardock, import him. Don't even wait for his regular release. You can, but like it might sell out because he's pretty good. But then these, it's like, okay, just wait until they come out in the US and buy them. 25, 30 bucks. I would recommend it. Cooler is really cool, and Goku's awesome. And this is when we really start. Okay, movie characters are in Matchmakers now. Like besides DBS Broly, that's really cool. I think that's interesting. Bardock from Super Dragon Ball Heroes has that type of fluffy hair. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I don't know why they don't do that again. Masterlise is getting up there in price for Cooler. Yeah. All right. So Gogeta and Broly. Yeah. Matchmakers is starting to really win me over, dude. I really am liking Matchmakers. So Gogeta and Broly, like whatever, we already had a Gogeta and Broly. It was just their regular Super Saiyan forms. So it's not that interesting, but I will say that their style here definitely feels closer to like modern Dragon Ball's art style. Their colors are very bright, very saturated. It's a reference to like one of the movie posters for DBS Broly. Broly is like kind of big, like good size for a Matchmakers. Gogeta is fine, you know, just average size for Matchmakers. And they're super dynamic. Yeah, I really like them. That's all I gotta say. Ooh. Super 17 and GT Goku. Yeah. I was not that impressed with these two. They're fine, but I think 17, like, he should have been maybe a little bit bigger. Goku, I think, is really the one that stands out as the worst of the two. Like, yeah, see, brown tail. His tail's the wrong color. His face is not great, and he's like so small. You know, 17's fine. He's also just, I feel like he's too small for even a Super 17 figure. Do I like the fact that we got some GT, we got some Super 17 and SSJ GT Goku? Yeah, that's a cool choice. That's a cool choice, but character choice doesn't mean shit if your characters don't look cool. And these figures are just like, meh. I know it's a cool moment when they clash fists and stuff, but you won't stop glazing the Matchmakers trunks? Hell yeah. Might be the best one. Maybe. But yeah. These two were just very average. I didn't think they were that great. Like, the idea was amazing. The execution was not. Oh, these two, though? These two? These two? Hell yeah. They were real good. So, these two are basically like, you know, it's kind of like Cooler and Goku, Broly, and Gogeta. Like, bright, saturated colors. It's an iconic moment from one of my favorite Dragon Ball movies, one of the most popular Dragon Ball movies. Freaking Gogeta's doing the Stardust Breaker, and I know we've gotten that a lot in Crane figures in the past, but it doesn't mean it doesn't look cool. And like, his sculpt has like so much energy. He just looks very good. Yeah, he's on a freaking giant base, but whatever. Janemba though, Janemba is awesome. I love the colors that they chose for the reds and the purples on him, and the yellows in his eyes, the veins that they put in his eyes. He's like leaping forward to punch Gogeta, and he's got the dents all over his like torso from Gogeta's like super fast, like they're just so cool. It's got veins all over him. Like, Janemba is like very awesome, and you can't just get Janemba, you have to get both of them together. But very, very cool figures. I think it was like maybe for the anniversary of the movie too, if I remember correctly. But my personal favorite Matchmakers release last year was those two. Sorry if I'm sniffly. Solid Edge Works Frieza. Yeah, finally we found one that's worse than Clearise Gohan Beast. This is the first Solid Edge Works Frieza. Did you know that 2 Final Form Solid Edge Works Friezas released in 2024? Did I watch the new Daima episode? I've watched the new Daima episode 3 times today. All right, so this Frieza, oh man, this Frieza, like, he almost made me just like give up on Solid Edge Works, dude. He's ugly. He like his expression is wrong. His nose is too big. The lines under his eyes are too far in. His eyes are shaped weird. His head is way too big. He freaking leans really hard. Sucks, dude. And he's just so blah. He's so plain. And he's like walking forward. He's doing the stupid walking forward Solid Edge Works thing. Sometimes it's cool, but like, when does Frieza do that we remember? You know, not often. Yeah, please, no Daima spoilers. Let people experience it the right way. Let them see, let the people who said Daima is mid watch today's episode and be like, wow, I feel stupid. All right, but yeah, this Frieza sucks. Solid Edge works. Majin Buu. Majin Buu. He's pretty sick. One of the better Solid Edge Works figures released last year. I think I kind of slept on him initially. Because I think I resold the first one I had and I bought it again. I have him now. I love Kid Buu, dude. The most powerful Majin Buu. More powerful than Buuhan. More powerful than every form of Majin Buu. It's just facts. Look it up. Kid Buu is so cool, dude. He is just awesome. And the reference of like when he first appears, basically after the whole transformation is complete, and he's just kind of like straight up chilling and glaring. Awesome. I like museum styled figures more because bases just take up space, gather dust, that sort of deal. So it is cool to get a Kid Buu, and frankly, we don't get enough Majin Buu figures. So whenever we do get Majin Buu in merch, I think it's always something special, especially when it's done well. And I think they did a good job. Like, the sculpt is fine. He can kind of get away with no shading because, you know, Buu is just big, bright, and pink, so it still kind of works. But yeah, he's really good. You don't think there's ever been a bad figure of Kid Buu? I can probably think of a couple. Really like the Kid Buu from GX as well. He's really good too. Yes, I have that one. He's awesome. Varuk just freaking killed it with that Buu. I hope he does another Majin Buu. That would be awesome. The Ginyu Force. There was a lot of Solid Edge Works last year. I feel like almost every month had one. Look at all these. There's so many. February, Ginyu was like, Ginyu and Jace, I think, came out like together. And then like Raccoon and Birder came out together, I think. And then Goldo. Is that how it worked? And then they took like a couple months off, and then it was just like, what? July, August, September, October, November. Yeah. Like, they took like 2 months off or something, and then Cell came back. Solid Edge Works must sell in Japan or something. The Ginyu Force. Now with the Ginyu Force, do we do what we did in my video from today? I think it was today. Yeah, it was today, because I remember it premiered at the same time as Daima, and I was watching Daima. I was like, probably not a good idea to premiere my top 10 video at the same time as Daima. Yo, what, Evan? Thank you. Yo, Evan gifted 5 Super Saiyan Peach memberships. Thank you so much, my dude. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. You a real one. Guys, not one chain, but those chains has arrived. What's up, dude? Yo, thank you, Evan. You're the GOAT. He's trying to bribe me for the next giveaway. That's what he's trying to do. So what's up, man? Do we do what we did in my top 10 Crane figure video? Oh, I forgot this is gonna keep going on. It's fine. I need to like cut that that membership length way down. bribe. Thank you for 15 months, Evan. I appreciate you, man. You're so awesome. I love our squabbles in Discord. Okay, do we rank the Ginyu Force Solid Edge Work set as one big set, or do we do each one individually? Because if we do each one individually, they're not up here with Bardock. Together, yes, they go up here with Bardock for sure. Gotta be all as one. What if I show you where? Let me. Yeah, who's displaying just Goldo? Yeah. I mean, that was my review, and that's. I ranked them spoilers for today's video if you haven't watched it. I ranked them the best Crane figure of 2024, but only together. Because yeah, frankly, who is gonna display even Ginyu by himself? And Goldo literally comes with a base to connect all of them together. It was always meant to be together. If they weren't together, I'd put them like all right here. Right? I gotta shorten that thing, dude. I would put them right here. Like, oh. I'd put them all right here. Like, individually, they're fine. They're just average crane figures. The sculpts and the poses are cool. But yeah, together, bro, they're sick. They're so sick. Frankly, I'm gonna do it. Fuck Dragon Ball Rise. Fuck Dragon Ball Rise, bro. The Solid Edge Works Ginyu Force set is cooler than Dragon Ball Arise. I said it. It's cooler than this dinky $400 piece of crap. Not a piece of crap, but like, you shouldn't. Stupid price. Yo, Dose Chains, are you insane? You just wanted to be the Super Saiyan sound effect for like the entire stream? Thanks for the gifted, my dude. I appreciate that. Here it comes. It's coming. Oh my god. All right. Yeah, Ginyu Force set is amazing. Just the special fighting pose is awesome. They look so good together. Like, they're just so cool. It is cool, and it's a manga reference. Like, I love it. Subathon. BRB killing my sub to get a gift. No, don't do that. I don't think you can do that. Train. Solid Edge Works sell, bruh. Bruh, this figure is like so bad that it made my worst of list. He's not the worst of the worst. Like, that was a really weird list to make, by the way. Ooh, dude. Where do I put this guy? I think I liked him worse than Frieza. I think it was worse than Frieza. Because, like, yeah, he doesn't lean, but, like, the figure itself is just, like, it's just weird, and his face is, like, smooshed. His crown is a weird size and shape. His proportions are odd. Him walking forward just looks weird on him. And then, like, the piss freaking support on his foot, he sucks. Fuck that cell. These were not that great either. Android 17. Yeah, Android 17 was not great. Like, man, I had some... I was at a low with Solid Edge Works in the beginning of last year, and then, like, they just exploded. Is he that bad? Yeah, kind of. Maybe I'd put him right here. Well, he doesn't have a dick in his mouth, so I'll put him there. And he's not that small. Okay, I'll put him right there. All right. I'll put him... No, I'll put him here. I'll put him here. His face is not good. I feel like he is a little too small for a Solid Edge Works, like just slightly. I like the reference and the pose. It has a little more charm and personality, but he's not that great. Like, his face is so sloppy. Like, when you get it, his mouth is like painted wrong. Not good. And honestly, we can just kind of lump them together. Android 18 was even worse. They had the same exact issues, but her face came out worse. Her smile was literally painted on a wrong spot. Yo, Dose Chains became a Zeno Peach. Bro wants to win the One Piece Kuji. That's why he's doing this. He's like, I want the One Piece. The One Piece is real. Thank you so much, my dude. You guys are insane. this whole list is news to you. Honestly, you only bought a GX Materia this year. Yeah, and if you want to just go explore like the Crane figures from last year on my channel, like I talk about a lot of this. I think you're trying to get the Dragon Ball set. Oh, you want the EX, huh? I wonder why. Review in 4 days. Yeah. Oh yeah, you've been posting a lot of pictures of that set. That Kid Goku is sick. The whole set is sick. Spoilers. The whole set is peak, guys. Yeah, what were we even talking about? Well, we're talking about Solid Edge Works androids. Yeah, they're whatever. Their faces are messed up, dude. Yeah, I'm going to make myself a little smaller. There. Their faces just aren't good. So I don't think they're worth it at all. Bulma looks so good. I just... It's a secret. Yeah, 4 days, Rexon. Jump Ichiban hooked me up with some brand, like, hot off of the shelves figures. So far, good taste. You do want some of those figures in B tier. Yeah, like I said earlier, I think B tier is worth buying their MSRP price, like 25 to 30 bucks. I think A tier, you can import it. Like, obviously these are all out now except for Bardock, but I would import Bardock. I would pay like, it's basically the same price to import them, but I just wouldn't wait. I would just be like, I'm gonna get them now. Yeah, shout out to Jump Ichiban for hooking me up. They sent me, you'll see in the haul video in a couple days. They sent me a lot of cool stuff. So make sure y'all check out their service. Very, very cool. And if you're like me and you want your figures like in a couple days, they ship it like super freaking fast. Straight out of Japan. Solid Edge Works. Imagine. Boo. He did show up on my list, huh? Solid Edge Works. Imagine. Boo. All right. We're so back. Solid Edge Works was like, okay, pause. What if we made a good figure? And they made Majin Buu. Likeness is very unique for Buu, right? Because he's got, like, you can see his eyes. He's very sinister. It's a heavy figure, so it actually feels like a little more premium. Colors are bright, saturated, very cool. His support kind of sucks. Like, it doesn't, like, stay on his leg. Whenever I pick him up, it just stays wherever it's at. But doesn't cause any balancing issues or anything. It is an ugly black color on his yellow shoes, which sucks, but whatever. Boo, the cape is a little finicky. Like, it's just weird putting it on. I guess it, like, hits my autism in a bad way. But it's cool. You know, it's flowing behind him. So, Majin Buu, pretty sick. Good texturing on him and everything. Really great Majin Buu figure. Really, really good. You derailed with mat money? Yeah, you friggin' distracted me with the explosions. You won that Bardock at your local? Like in a fighting game tournament? For what? Like Sparking Zero? That SSJ2 Gohan is that good? He's really good. He, you know, I think we started with him on the stream. He single-handedly got me really re-interested in Figuarts Zero. His biggest problem is that he's a little too small. Not that small. He still is like a decent diorama, but not at like $90, you know? And one of the Cell Juniors looks fucking weird. I think I covered it in my review, but like, yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty damn good. The details and everything, sick as hell. Android 16. So I thought, like, for sure, because these two sucked, like, he was going to be down here. But frankly, turned out pretty solid. I still think there's an argument that his face is still kind of weird, but it still works. I think his face might be better than the Masterlise, honestly. His proportions are definitely better than the Masterlise, because I noticed when I got him, looking at the Masterlise, he just feels so, like, smooshed and scrunched and, like, almost like a big, bulky child. Whereas this Android 16, he looks, like, tall, Like, he looks like freaking Chris Hemsworth is like walking out towards you. I'm like, damn. Like, he looks cool. Good balance, good sculpt. Like, he's not like super incredible, but definitely one of the better Solid Edge works that came out last year. So really like him, and the colors are awesome. The blood is a really good addition to this guy. Yeah, hell yeah, it helps. All right, so like I said, right, there were two final form Friezas. You can even see in the picture here, man, they shrunk his head. They gave him like a more matte color finish. They fixed his face. They made him a Dragon Ball Z reference rather than, I guess this is DBS Frieza, I guess. They did a great job with Frieza, dude. Like, they did a spectacular job. Yeah. He's awesome. Like, him mostly, like, Boo, I was like, damn, this is a really good Boo, but it's still Solid Edge works. Like, I feel like the next one I'm gonna get is gonna suck. And then I got Android 16. I was like, oh, okay, he's okay. He's not as good as Boo, but he's good. And then Frieza came out, and I was like, oh, hold on, like, people might want to put this on their Masterlise shelves, which I saw some people do. He's not the Master Stars piece or anything, and he's not gonna scale with Masterlise. He's still like one tier too small. But he's really good, and he's got like a matte paint finish on him, which makes him look and feel a little more premium. I will say he does have a lean a little bit, but it's nowhere near as bad as the first Final Form Frieza from last year. It is way less noticeable. He looks sweet, and the pose, you know, is very iconic when he's fighting Goku with his hands out like that. Like, I think if you ask someone to, like, if you're playing charades with someone and they had Frieza, they would probably strike the hands out pose. Or like this. An appropriate use of the Solid Edge Works pose. For this Frieza, this is also kind of like Boo and him, like, and this Boo, they kind of changed it up. They're just like, oh, they're not walking forward anymore. They're just like chilling. I think that's fine. Oh, Android 16? Yeah. The Daima panel figures. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah. No. Yeah. Hang on. Oh, what did I disconnect? There. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about them because they're all like pretty much the same. All right, I'm unplugging that. They're all pretty much the same. Goku and Vegeta can't be worse than Ghost Dick. Oh, the Daima panel figures? No, they're not worse. So I'm going to say this. Compared to the Masterlise that came out in November, these have better faces, right? Easily. Better faces than the Goku and Vegeta Masterlise versions. The sculpts are pretty decent. Their proportions are better than the Masterlise, but they are like tiny. So tiny. And then the panel that they come with is like the size of my face. It's so... Hang on. I got one right here. Like, look how big this panel is, dude. Shout out to Jump Ichiban. Get up. But like, dude, why? Why are they so small? Are the Masterlise ones hollow? No. The base is cool. I hate it because like the quality of the pictures, I don't feel like they're that good quality. It's like a JPEG that's been put on in acrylic. It's just an acrylic, and I just feel like paying like $30 for that, the same price that I'm paying for the others on this list. They're not like in kind. The sculpts are cool though. Like I will say the newer ones that just came out are better. But then like you have Goma. Like Goma is noticeably bigger than Goku and Vegeta. And I don't know if that's like canon to the show, because I haven't really seen them together all as kids. But Goma is a little bit better because he looks like really close to the anime, and he's a little bit bigger, so I don't feel as bad. But I don't know. Works as a bobblehead for your car, maybe like a $30 bobblehead. Well, they're gonna slide around on your car. I would honestly like try to pose them without the base, but it's impossible for these three. Or get like a tiny replacement base and just get rid of the display they come with. But they're not worth their price. Like I would get those at a discount for sure. Hey, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun, and then we're gonna move on to Masterlise. Wow, that's all the Crane figures. So we got all the Crane figures out of the way, plus a couple of premium Bandai and a Super Master Stars piece. How's the list looking so far? What do you guys think? Dust Chains, I've watched today's episode like 3 times. That's how much I love it. And it's a good we're gonna get a Masterlise of him in like 4 weeks. 4 weeks. All right, I'm gonna add some clarity. Full price. Buy at a discount. Okay. You love this jacked wrist? Yeah, dude. Daima has been so heat in general. Like Daima's better than DBS, dude. It's so good. The whole series is so good. So awesome. All right. So before we move on to Masterlise and Ichiban Kuji, we're gonna do the Dragon Archives. And there were 2 sets of Dragon Archives released. There was the the Fierce Battle of the Tenkaichi Budokai and the Temple Above the Clouds. So let's start with Fierce Battle of the Tenkaichi Budokai with the Tenkaichi Budokai announcer. Woof. They don't get overseas. I mean, frankly, like, I love the Dragon Archive series. They're so cool to have, like, just on a bookshelf, or if you want to accent your shelves with them, they're really cool. And they have decent detail most of the time for being like little minifigures. They are incredibly expensive though, because they're kind of like a collector's item. They're rare. They're released in limited quantity. You don't get an overseas release of them. And they're all like very unique. So you kind of have to import them, just like world class figures. Yeah, but I can go to Barnes and Noble and find a world collectible figure, world collectible figure. I can find one of those at Barnes and Noble. You can't with these. You have to go to some sweaty guy on freaking on, I don't know. I'm having a brain fart, dude. Some sweaty guy in Zen Market or whatever. Like, hey, send it to me. You're waiting on the Boss Rabbit Masterlise after the archives. Yeah, the other cool thing about the archives is that they're fun. Where would I put this guy though? Honestly, all of them are probably gonna be in B tier, maybe. I don't know. Shen is cool and fun, and his little pose is nice. But I think like the Tenkaichi Budokai announcer is funnier, and seeing Shen just makes me want a Masterlise. Like I want Kami in disguise. Freaking Nam is so cool with him disguised as Master Roshi. That's so awesome. I love that. I want a Nam Masterlise though, Bandai. Goku in the Tarzan suit. Oh yeah, we'll get there. Moon Krillin. Freaking Piccolo Jr. is so adorable. I think I like him a little bit more than Shen, but I still think I like the Tenkaichi Budokai announcer. What? Moon Krillin is so sick? Yes. Omnibus Super Baby 2 is the best 2024 release? Yes, he is. We know that though. We saw the video. Mutaito. Dude, Mutaito. What a cool deep cut, man. I would love a Masterlise Mutaito. Freaking Roshi's master. I put him in S. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. There. Is that better? I'm leaving him an S though. He's freaking amazing. It's Moon Krillin, dude. Tarzan Goku, yeah, he's freaking awesome, dude. What a cool Dragon Archives. In fact, I think he's a little bit better than some of these. I'll put him right here. I'll move Nam up too. Yeah. Take that. Take that. Is there a Masterlise Teen Gohan? Yes, there's two. There's an E-moving Super Saiyan 1 and 2. And then there's the armored one from the Room of Spirit and Time when he's training with Goku. And then the King of Earth. The King of Earth is fine. Yeah. I'll put him right there. Wasn't my favorite one, but it was cool seeing him. Okay. Let's begin. Masterlise. Goku. Fierce battle at the Tenkaichi Budokai. I think I ranked him... Did I rank him slightly higher? I don't remember. Did I? Where'd my top 10 list go? I totally lost it. Whatever. I forget what order I did the... No, he was lower. He was lower. Yeah. I like the Daima Tsuri is cooler. Okay, Umbrella Goku. He was only on my honorable mentions list for the top 10. So I didn't really talk about him at all in that video. But really awesome figure. I think they didn't... He looks similar, but not like 100% accurate to the manga. But it looks great. Like he looks like Goku. They capture Toriyama's spirit and art really well in the figure. It's hyper unique because it's Goku in a turban and he's got a different outfit. His Yoibu is like in a freaking travel sack. He's got this giant umbrella. It's so cool. I love it when like we get unique Gokus. They just hit so hard because if it's new and fresh, it's like it's the Goku that nearly everybody loves, but in a new light. So definitely good. I'm just gonna do the last one prize too. I think I like it more. I know I just like went on about like, well, he looks unique because he's got a turban on and blah blah blah, but you know, it's Goku. Like he's more familiar like this, and him just like rubbing his head, like he just looks really good for a base Goku. I really like his look. He looks really good. You missed if I'd said this already, so you apologize, but am I collecting other series again? Are you collecting them and just reviewing and selling? I am collecting and reviewing other series outside of Dragon Ball, like Full Force. Specific, like for everything Masterlise, no X piece, but everything Masterlise that I'm interested in will get a review. Like Crane figures specific. So if it's like a line that covers multiple series that I like King of Artists or Maximatic or Grandista. Yeah, I'll be covering like anything I like that comes out of there. For my 3 favorite anime are Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto. So those 3 are going to get like special treatment in a way. Like Dragon Ball, almost everything will get a review that comes out. Like I'll try to review everything. Naruto, Masterlise, and then the Crane figure series that span across a bunch of stuff. But their exclusive Crane series, I'm going to do Vibration Stars. And for One Piece, their exclusive Crane figure series that I'm going to do is the Shuko, the Departure, which is like Solid Edge Works, I guess. So, yeah. Lots of that is coming. Can't wait to see the time skip One Piece Kuji review with the Monster Trio, Mihawk, Raleigh, and I've been called. Yep. Excuse me. And I've been rewatching a lot of One Piece with Taylor because she's now in the Skypia arc. So it's good to revisit it. Like you get so like a huge appreciation for One Piece when you see like context clues rewatching it. Grandista 2, of course, we got a lot. You'll see, dude. You'll see like new Grandista, but you'll also see some very cool stuff. This anime break has me effed up. Yeah, it sucks. Chi-Chi! Ah, Chi-Chi, no! I'd put Chi-Chi here. So, excuse me. She's not like awful. She's still a Masterlise. I just found her really disappointing. And it's mostly just her face. Like, the little deviating line across her head is not really all that bad. You can just kind of notice it from the side. But her face is missing so much detail. So, it's just not up to the standard that you expect when you get a Masterlise figure. But she looks good and like and is good in nearly every single other area. Like her shading and colors are cool, her pose is cool, her size and scale is great, all that stuff. It's just really her face, man. Like they didn't do it's not awful, but it could have been so much better. It's just missing stuff. You saw Chi-Chi on Twitter with some paint defects on her helmet. Hope that's not common. Mine doesn't have any defects. Mine looks great. Piccolo! Very sick. So a lot of us have been wanting Dripolo. Dripolo really is cool, man. I know he's like more like OG Dragon Ball style. So like some people want like the Z style with like more angular facial features, and maybe he's like a little more ripped, and his gi is a little bit different. Like the size of his turban is a little bit different too. But man, Ma Junior, dude, it's like the classic Ma Junior. The first time we really see the Piccolo we know and love. He's still a villain, but he's still so cool. I was just so excited to have it. I know he's reusing like the Piccolo Daima legs from Mystical Adventure, but who cares? It's just the legs, dude. He still looks sick. Teen Piccolo. He's like Kid Piccolo still, because he's like 5 or 6 years old or something. No, he's like 3. I think he's 3 years old. Because it's a 3-year time skip. He's 3 when he fights Goku. That's funny. Blue shading on his cape is nice. Yeah, they did some shading on his cape and stuff. They have that EX texturing and quality on them. It's really good. The real Dripolo is the driving school filler episode fit. Maybe one day. The announcer, bro. The announcer. The announcer, dude. What can I say about the announcer? Like, it's the announcer. I think like initially I thought there was like no shading on him, but if you look closely at his suit, there is like some light deviations in the black, but it's like pitch black. But he looks really good. Like, man, he's so cool. Like, there's no imperfection on him. His hair is like highly detailed, and you can see all the strands and curls. His microphone looks really sick, and it's got like the little swiveling cord coming out of it. His likeness is perfect, even though you like can't see his eyes.
And you can like turn him around to like make him look like he's like, no, Akira Master. I gotta stop doing that, otherwise it's gonna look like I'm like I'm Elon Musk or something. Need a Boo Saga version? Mighty Mass 2? Yeah, dude. Yeah. And then like a GT version where he's like balding. Cancel. I'm canceled. No. Ooh. This cell. How do you improve upon perfection? It's perfect. You're a child. Gohan, fight me, Gohan. Perfect cell, dude. S tier is about to get heavy. Oh yeah, because we're in Masterlise land, bruh. But yeah, this cell is like we weren't asking for another perfect cell, but like he's got more shading, he's in a cooler pose, and if you already have the original, you could totally make this like a super perfect cell. So like everything about it is cool. It's just so awesome. Like even though he's recycling a majority of cell, it's the better one. So it's like, well, who cares? You made him better. His size is daunting too. Yeah. And guys, you saw in my review, like this fucker is literally like the same size as this guy. And he's like $60 and this one's 400. Like it's a no-brainer. This thing's awesome. It's got better shading too. And his pose and proportions are way better. But yeah, freaking awesome figure. Trunks! I like Trunks. I like Trunks. I think he's really good, actually. Some people like shit on his face. I think he looks great. I think he looks really good in the face. I think they're just looking at like this picture of him and they're not like looking at videos or in real life photos. He looks so different than this. And I think he looks great. I have him like at the front of the Android Arc shelf, because I know he's like recycling the Omnibus Ultra Trunks, which that one is ugly, I'll admit, but this one's like a really big improvement. I think the rat teeth, yeah, we all thought it was like rat teeth, like he was like. It's funny, the base Trunks looks better in videos than that pic, and the Super Saiyan is the opposite. Yeah. Yeah, this was like the initial picture that we got. So they either like fixed his face or they really just took a bad angled photo. But he looks really good in person. This song's a banger. This is my news video song. We'll turn this one up. Yeah, this Trunks, so good, dude. What's up, Bruce Wayne Brady? Thank you. Front camera Trunks. He should have kept his mouth closed, though. Yeah, I think they were trying to emulate a manga panel where he has his mouth slightly open. Future Gohan. You're right, Dose Chains. All right, let's talk about the good stuff about Gohan. I might lower him, honestly. Maybe. Future Gohan, finally, right? We all wanted Future Gohan. It's one of his most popular iterations. People love Future Gohan. He's cool. And it's our first one. He has a removable arm, which is cool. You can display him with or without it, which I don't know why you would display him with his arm. And it's removable from the sleeve, so you can leave the hanging sleeve. Very cool. The sculpt is awesome. Like, his head sculpt, everything about his sculpt is really, really cool. But yeah. The bad part, though, is his scale is, like, oddly too small. His colors are wrong. Like, he has, like, a black undershirt, almost. Or maybe, like, it's very dark navy blue. But it's not the right colors. Like, it's not this... In the anime, it's, like, a pretty, like, deep royal blue. Like, a pretty, like, almost navy. In the manga, it is a bright royal blue. So I don't know what happened there. And yeah, he's too small to scale. Like, he's like barely bigger than the Trunks in the set. So they just kind of, I don't know. They kind of fumbled a little bit with him. Like, he's not bad. Yeah, honestly, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put him right here. I don't care. Like, I'm happy with him. But I don't think he was, like, worth importing, you know, when he came out. Like, just pre-order on Amazon and wait. That's how I feel about him. All right. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll finish up this list. I will be right back. BRB. What'd I miss? Okay. You would kill for a Grandista Super Baby 2? Anything could happen. Definitely need an Ultimate Gohan from Z and Masterlise? Yes. Yes, we do. Okay. Fun. Vegeta! Yeah. I like Vegeta. I really do like that they captured like his Z style in this figure. Like if you compare him to the Strong Chains Vegeta, they look like really different. Like in the way that his like hair is angled on his forehead, the way his hair is shaped. Like they kind of do that like in Sparking Zero. If you play with like Vegeta from the Android Saga versus DBS Vegeta, like their faces and hair look a little different. So I love that. And they kind of did that here, where it's like he does look closer to the manga iteration and Toriyama style back then. So I really love that. And it's a very unique Vegeta, right? The goodbye Vegeta. Which is sick. That's very, very cool. I think really the only problems that I have with it is like the painting on his sweater. Like the painting on his sweater has that like cheaper plasticky look to it. It's just like basically like the material is green, so like That's what they sculpted it out of, and it was like, okay, that's good enough. Put some shading on it. But I feel like he just needed a little bit more detail. But I like him a lot. I think he's great. Yeah, just a little too shiny, right? If they had a little bit more of a matte finish on his shirt, yeah, he would have been like up here. But still really good. I think, yeah, I like him more than the Ginyu Force. I'm biased. I love Masterlise. Mr. Satan. Whoa. Whoa. Mr. Satan is peak, dude. Mr. Satan is like in his own tier. I should put like another tier for Mr. Satan. I'm gonna change this now. I was memeing earlier. Get Mr. S tier. Yeah, bro. He's so good. Like, his hair sculpt is like so detailed. His likeness is perfect. You can feel the stubble on his chest. It's good. He's a really good size. He looks like he's just in a super iconic pose. It's just so proud, Mr. Satan. He's awesome. He's amazing. You can hear his voice when you look at him. Yeah, I hear like freaking goofy Japanese Mr. Satan. I love Mr. Satan. I love the character. I think he's such a great character in Dragon Ball. He's hilarious. He has a good character arc, and he's helpful. He actually helps. He does more in Dragon Ball than fucking Chaozu. Like, Mr. Satan is sick. Have respect. The figure is just freaking amazing. If you don't have him, like, what are you doing with your life? He's the whitest black guy. He's awesome. What the fuck? Goodbye, Goku. And I think I put him here, right? Mr. Satan is 100% MAGA. I don't know. He's a celebrity, so like maybe he's a Hollywood guy. Hold on. I have to go look at my video. Did I put goodbye or yeah, Duel to the Future Goku above or below Daima Tsuri? I don't know. Hang on, I have to double check. One second, chat. Technical difficulties. Oh yeah, I definitely put him above. I put him like here. Yeah, oh boy. I doubted for a second. 100% Israel. Oh my god. Oh man, I just can't. I didn't see the chat for a minute there, so that was hilarious to come back to. I'm anti-Semitic. Oh no. Anyways, goodbye Goku. Obviously, this figure was like really hype. Everyone was really excited about it. Super unique Masterlise. Looks great. It comes with Kaio-sama too, which is very cool. I know Kaio-sama is like not the scaled size, but I know it's just to emulate the manga panel a little bit better. But yeah, it would have been better if he was maybe the right size. Goku comes on a base though, which it still bothers me, man. And honestly, I don't know. Is mine? I can't tell if mine's like leaning too far forward or something. I feel like if I just touch it, it'll fall off its support. So it could have been better, but it's still freaking amazing. It's still amazing. BBTS overseas release of him was a cool surprise. Yeah, they're like, yeah, he's not. He was going for like $400 at release at one point. I was like, dude, what is happening? Especially because Toriyama had just passed, so everyone wanted it, and we thought we were now getting an Ichibancho. The wings are art, great shading on the wings, like they feel and look so cool. Like it is a really cool figure. I really do love it. I will always cherish it and look at it fondly. It'll at least to remember the time when Toriyama passed. It was like really cool. So, this fucker. Bro. Ooh. Gohan and Goku. Ooh. Ooh. Big ooh. These are weird. They have like kind of under Ghost Dick. They're not that bad. They're still Masterlise figures. They're oddly like kind of too big. I'm tired of this song, by the way. Enough, Cooler. They're oddly like a little too big. Goku's face is just like he looks just so empty-headed, but not in like a Goku way, just like in a bad way. The mouth is a weird shape and size and direction for him. Gohan looks weird. But they have like some charm. Like they got good shading. I don't think we really have seen Goku in that outfit. We have, but from Warriors Who Defend the Earth. So it is like more of like an in-story reference rather than like an anime reference. But they're fine. Like they're still Masterlise figures, but they have a little bit of charm to them. But yeah, I would not buy them at full price. Thank you, Devin. I really appreciate you. Thanks, man. All right, let's move on. Raditz. Yeah, everyone was begging for Raditz, dude. Everyone's like, I want Raditz, and I want him to look like Turles or Vegeta or Nappa. And everyone's like, okay. Or Bandai was like, okay. You get where it's from? Gohan just looks odd. Oh, for these guys? Yeah. Yeah, Raditz is awesome. Raditz is so good. They really delivered with him. Could have been a little bit bigger, honestly. But it's not like he's not like Gohan, future Gohan, where he's noticeably small. But he's very cool. Like, really epic shading. Likeness is like perfect. I like the reference to the manga cover. He fits in with Turles, Nappa, Vegeta, and the new Bardock too. Like, so good. Raditz is awesome. They really delivered in nearly every single way that we wanted. Just his biggest problem, like, just make him a little bit bigger, like a ½ inch. He would have been like perfect. Gohan. Bro, this figure is awesome. I feel like I kind of slept on it. Like back when I did my tier list for this set. I don't think I did a video. I just think I just posted it. I had him lower. Like I had him like here or something. But nah, dude. This Gohan is awesome. Varuk, my boy, like just did an awesome job on his face. Joe helped too, probably with the pod. Like they did an awesome job on it, working together to create like this awesome figure. Super dynamic and unique for Masterlise, jumping out of the pod. The pod is highly detailed with like the pieces crashing and flying everywhere. Cracked translucent window. Gohan has detail, like shading, bright colors. You can see the tears in his eyes. Like, so damn good. So damn good. So cool, dude. And it's our first Gohan in this outfit by himself. Because before that, he had to be with like Goku. So that's really awesome. And so is this. Really big surprise. The Piccolo and Gohan. I love it when they do these like Goku Day, Piccolo Day, and then they make people vote like, what do you want to see? And it just indicates to people like, I want this type of figure from them. And it helps Bandai going, okay, people want a Masterlise? That'll sell and make money? You want a Masterlise of Piccolo sacrificing himself? Boom. Money. Awesome figure. Like, I do think Piccolo is a little like too big, but I think, like I said, they've been sizing up Masterlise, but yeah, he's like about the same size as like the Tenkaichi Budokai Piccolo, honestly. But he just feels big. It's because he's so wide, and he's just like, run, Gohan. You gotta Gohan. All right, bro. Super Vegeta. I don't know why people don't like his face, man. Like, I can see... Okay, I can see why a little bit. But, like, for the most part, he looks, like, really damn good. Like, his likeness is like a 4. It's not what people make it out to be. Like, if you're looking at him from, like, too high up, then he looks weird. But you're supposed to look at him, like... Any figure looks weird looking at it like that, honestly. But he's awesome. Like, dude, the way that they made his hair, like the whites and the yellows all just like mixed in and shit. And he's like big and imposing. The matte finish all over his body, the high quality paint, the really expertly done blues and blacks for his shading. They didn't reuse Trunks or Goku's body sculpts. He is fucking cool. Super cool, dude. And we all wanted Super Vegeta. We're like, oh, I want Super Vegeta. I want Super Vegeta. When are they going to do it? Omnibus Amazing was like, here's what you want. Semi-Perfect Cell, Raditz, Super Vegeta. All in one. I would see them requested all the time. I want to see this. This is what I want. This is what I want. They did it. And they did a great job. Any Vegeta is a great figure. We need more Vegeta. True. It's the truth. More Vegeta coming next month, actually. Next month. That I know the Daima Kuji. After today's episode, I know next month's Kuji. I know it. I know all the characters. Semi-Perfect Cell. Bruh. Bruh. Yeah. So, Semi-Perfect Cell was a character we definitely wanted. But he definitely has some issues. He's got, like, no shading. And he's the last one prize. He was, like, I think the first. He was the first last one prize last year that started getting an Ichibancho. But he has no shading. His paint is bright and varied. Like, he's got, like, traditional matte finishes, some glossy paint. He's like a mix of the last two, the first and perfect forms, from a paint style perspective. He's a good size, but his face is a little weird. Like, it doesn't really match up with, like, the initial photos. Like, final production, his face was a little off. It's not terrible just because Cell already looks weird in this form, so he can kind of get away with it. But I still like that it's Semi-Perfect Cell. He's in the pose that we wanted. Everything else is pretty good. He's just kind of like lacking that extra, you know, ooh, that's the sexiness. That's like, oh, it's the blood on Bardock. It's the colors on Perfect Cell. You know, it's the fighting pose in the group together of the Ginyu Force. The uniqueness of Vegeta. Yeah. He's like missing that. Goku and Karin. Yo. These figures are really good. This song is loud as hell. Alright. Chi-Chi's better than Blood of Saiyans? Yeah. Yeah. Because he has a weird face, too. It's really good, though. But Chi-Chi's still a little better. Goku and Karin. So, I think really they're perfect in almost every way. Like, they have that EX Kuji quality, man. I'm telling you, like, EX Kuji are the most consistent in terms of quality. Karin has like that awesome texturing on his body, good shading. He's a good size. He comes with like his staff and the little freaking like the miracle water or whatever it's called. You can hang it off of his staff. Goku looks really cool. I just feel like it's Teen Goku. Like, he's a little older. He just defeated Piccolo. He's got some battle damage. He's in an interesting pose. Like, Goku's awesome. The only problem is Karin's whiskers, right? They are super thick. Way thicker than we thought. And at first, it bothered me. But as time has gone on, I really don't notice anymore. And from a distance, it's easier to see them on his face, and it probably would have been harder if they were hyper thin. So I kind of prefer it, if I'm being honest. But I can still kind of see the argument there, so I'll put them in A tier. They're really good, though. Customs look really good. Yeah, I saw Vault. Volta had one with thin whiskers. Looks cool, but I think I like it like this. Like, it's just fine. Wish his tail was glued to his back. Why? Did he get in the way? Where was Kami? I think I placed him right. Yeah, right behind Gohan. He takes up a lot of room on your shelf. Yeah, sometimes his tail gets caught on Yajirobe where I have him. So I get that. Yeah, Kami, freaking awesome, dude. I feel like Kami came out like around a time where I was asking for him. Like, I'm like, yeah, I want Kami and Popo. Like, that would be really cool. If they do like OG Dragon Ball again, like let's do the gods. Let's do those who train Goku. So just the idea of Kami was awesome, and to see him in an EX set, I knew he was gonna be super sick, and they nailed it. Like, the art style is EX always nails OG Dragon Ball like hyper perfectly. Like 9 times out of 10, it feels like they fire off on all cylinders. Every OG Dragon Ball set from Masterlise has been at least an A tier set. They're all really good. But damn, Kami's on another level, dude. Like, the texturing from top to bottom is freaking sick. The art style, reminiscent of Dragon Ball, is perfect. The shading on him is awesome. He's a big figure. Like, so cool. Kami is awesome. He's amazing. The OG sets are grails. Yeah. And apparently in Japan, if it's an EX set, it's expensive. I think Bandai limits the quantity so that they can make them higher quality figures. Like, think about all the EX sets. Almost none of them have like mid figures, except for like Fear of Androids. All of them are pretty damn good consistently. Yeah, Kami's awesome. Yajirobe, I really like Yajirobe. Yeah, I really like Yajirobe. Android set was amazing in concept, just missed the mark. Yeah, just a couple figures were kind of whack. 18 and 16. Excuse me. All right. Yajirobe's cool. He's very simple, but hair sculpt is accurate. It's more of like a plasticky looking hair sculpt, but it still works. Like the color in black that they chose for it, so it works. He has more like simple shading for his skin and clothes, which is fine. And I like the way that his sword looks on him. It's just like hanging by his side. He's pretty big and hefty for Yajirobe, so I'm really happy with him and how he came out. I think people don't think too much about Yajirobe. He's not that important. He's still more interesting back in OG Dragon Ball, so it's just nice to see him, and he still shows up. But I like Yajirobe. He's just, you know, he's there. He's kind of just there. He's the worst of the Temple Above the Clouds set, probably. But when I say that, like, he's still an A tier figure. He's just like not as interesting as the others. That's all. A Master Swordsman. Piccolo Daima. Wow. Not that important. Solos Vegeta and saves Earth. He doesn't solo him. he just cuts his tail off. He just neuters him. Yo, thanks, Cole. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Piccolo Daimao is so cool, dude. First of all, our first ever Masterlise Last One prize in an EX set that is not a duplicate. He broke the curse. He's so good. Some people thought he was recycling Kami. No, their head, like the head sculpt. No, they're two complete. Look at them. Look at them side by side. They are two completely different head sculpts. There's almost nothing similar about them. They're just made in the same style. It's probably the same sculptor. I forgot to rank Mr. Popo. Can someone ban him from the chat? Mods, can you ban? I'm kidding. Don't ban him. Anyways, Piccolo Daimao, freaking awesome, dude. Masterlise Plus. His throne is like a second character, bro. It's so cool. So much detail. Lots of shading. Looks just like the anime. Good weight. Piccolo, even though, like, I will say, like, him off the throne just being, like, flat on his backside is, like, kind of whack. But the cape still is textured, and it's probably just to make him fit on the throne just right. But just the fact that it's still sculpted, like, is cool. But yeah, he's freaking awesome. Good shading, great detail. Best Piccolo figure, I think. I think he might be my favorite. He's really damn cool. So History Box, like, really surprised me. Yeah, History Box really surprised me. I think I kind of like Revival Moments. Revival Moments, at least, like, okay, half of Dragon History, I really, like, enthusiastically enjoyed, to the point where I'm like, yeah, I would get more. So I do have some others from Naruto and from just Naruto, yeah, coming. So I'm really interested to check those out. So, but yeah, my Junior and Goku, epic moment. Really, these are like basically premium Matchmakers figures. They come on the same base, so it's like one big diorama, or maybe it's like, yeah, it's like premium Matchmakers meets History Box. So they come on a more like premium diorama together. The figures are a little bit bigger. They have shading, and you know they're a little more detailed, which I really appreciate. Ma Junior and Goku, very awesome moment. The meteor combination. I think Farouk and Joe worked on this figure, and it shows. They look really cool. Which one from Naruto? Oh, you'll see. But this figure, dude, yo. I think I put them like right here. Let me reference. I just want to be consistent. All right. Where did they go? Yeah. I had them, yeah, right there. Right there. Damn, I'm good. These figures are pretty sick, dude. The Kaioken Goku, the Vegeta meme. the Kaioken, oh, it saves Vegeta meme. The Kaioken Goku literally looks like the Masterlise Kaioken times 3. It's really good. He's just like a little smaller, but like the sculpt and the shading and the quality and just like that freaking awesome moment where he just freaking punches the crap out of Vegeta's face. And Vegeta looks like great, like really good detail and effects. I think Farouk and Joe also worked on this figure. The shading and matte finishes on both figures look really, really good. Like easily the best Dragon History figure. I think if it wasn't for this one being so good, I would have not been interested in revival moments ever. But now I kind of am. So, I mean, I'm holding on to all of them. I didn't even like the Goku and Bulma. Okay, this one. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I wouldn't pay full price for it though. Like, that's a lot of money. This one's funny. I like it. Yeah, it's kind of goofy. Like, it has some charm. It's just like these two. It looks weird. Frieza's paint is not done well on his mouth, but it's fine. I would get them at a discount. This one, yeah, I'd put it right there. Like, eh. Honestly, bro, I'm thinking about it. This Frieza should have been on my worst of list. It should have been there. And this Gohan. I just didn't want to make it all about Crane figures. All right, yeah, these two is just, they're a last one prize, and they don't feel like it. The base is hollow. Goku and Bulma like don't really have a lot of detail. Their faces, even though they're like fairly accurate, it's just kind of odd. It's like this one, but not as funny. So it's kind of whatever. Oh, running on fumes, guys. My throat is dying. Weird moment to make a figure of. Yeah, it is a weird moment. Like when Goku drinks the seawater. I think that's probably Dragon History's biggest weakness, because like even this Goku biting Frieza's tail, that's also an odd choice. The meteor combination makes sense. It's sick. The Goku versus Vegeta, when Goku first does Kaioken times 3 and punches him in the face, also awesome moment. Makes sense. The other two, not good choices. Really excited for the Vegeta versus Cell. I'm excited for the new one in general. Like, I'm really interested in the choices this time. They're a lot more unique. It's not just Goku versus somebody the whole time, or Goku with somebody. Snap Collection. I like Snap Collection. I'm gonna just kind of talk about Goku and Gohan together, because they're pretty much the same. They're almost like the same figure. Goku, really cool outfit, Toriyama reference, literally based on a illustration by Toriyama. Very cool. Has a little bit of shading, but not a whole lot. It's stuck to a base, which is kind of weird. I wish they could have figured out a way for the bike to just sit so that you don't need a base. Gohan, same thing. Like, bike is cool, has the base. Gohan just looks a little weird because his hair is like being blown in like a strange direction. They're very cute figures, but I wouldn't like import them. Like, I'm like, you have to go, they're gonna run out, you gotta buy. Like, no, you'll find them if they do a Ichiban show. You don't love the bases, but you love the bike and both of those figures. Yeah, I like them. I have them. I'm keeping them. I like them. They're cute. They're just like not like, wow, you know, like, wow, I'm really impressed. They're like, oh, this is fun, you know. All right, this Goku is like, he's like a Masterlise, dude. He's like a Masterlise. He's not a Masterlise, but he might as well be one. He scales like, he's a little big to scale with Masterlise. What's up, Knack? He's a little big to scale with Masterlise, but he's still like pretty good. But like he's like almost like a freaking Masterlise. He has the same type of support. He's a museum style. Got his power pole out. Got the monkey on his arm. He's a Toriyama illustration, obviously. Yeah, I was having him rest with my main collection because he fits in so well. What's up, Knack? Argentina? What time is it over there in Argentina? But yeah, he's really good. He's awesome. I was really surprised. Lunch. Lunch. I was a little disappointed with Lunch. Just the fact that it's Lunch makes me really happy. I really want her to get a Masterlise soon. I hope this is a step in the right direction. Again, it's another Toriyama illustration, so it's very cool. She's on a bike, which is fun, but dang, she came out a lot smaller than I expected. Like, she's smaller than the Goku and Gohan. I wish she was closer to their size. Maybe not quite as big, but that would have been cool. And mine also had like a weird glue QC issue on the bottom of her jaw, so I don't like looking at mine that much. But I love that she's there. I have her on my wall shelves. It's almost 1 a.m. You think my collection's incredible? Thank you, dude. You would like to get that Lunch figure? Yeah, she's worth a buy. I'd still buy her at full price, MSRP. Gohan. Gohan is sick. I think I would put him right here. Really cool last one prize. Again, it's a Journey to the West reference. Sun Wukong. It's a reference to the outro of Dragon Ball Z, Zenkai Power. So just like the other Gohan in the set. It's got that very unique Shenron that it's on top of. Honestly, it's just missing a little bit of shading. It doesn't really have that much shading, but it's really cool. Yeah, he just stands out like so much. Like so cool. Very, very, very cool way to end Snap Collection. I would put him here, actually. I think I'd put him there. Yeah. I was just thinking about it. I was like, dang, I like him better than a lot of these. Yeah. I think you could buy him at like Best Buy. I think he was like Best Buy or GameStop exclusive for his overseas. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. This fucking set, dude. Dude, this figure goes for $200 used. Because I don't think this had an overseas release. This figure was expensive. A lot of people like it. I'm selling mine. I don't like it. Like, I'll put it here, dude. Like, it came with like weird residue on the window, and I've seen other people have the same thing with it. What? Bro, it's so weird. Best Buy has pre-orders for some reason. Like, it had a weird residue on the window. It has barely any shading on it, and it's an Ichiban Kuji. The platform doing the speed lines looks weird to me. I mean, it's cute, but it's not that cool of an Ichiban Kuji. I would just get the SH Figuarts. I don't like it. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. I just explained, but I just don't like it. Oof. This thing fucking blows, dude. It blows. It's not even a figure. The only way you can... What's up, my love? Do I need anything? Could you make me some tea? Because my voice is dying. Thank you. My fiance is the best, guys. Everyone say that she's amazing. Say it now. Say Dr. Taylor is amazing and beautiful. Yeah, so this Bulma, like, the bust is nice. It's cute. But, and I've seen some people, like, just remove the mirror. But, you know, I review these things, like, for what they are. And for what it is and its intention, it's stupid. It has, like, a freaking, like, I guess it's called, like, a toothpaste holder. Whatever it's called. It's got a little chest for stuff that you put in the bathroom or something. So you're not going to put this in your collection. You're going to put it in your bathroom. That's where we put mine. I'm going to take that fucking mirror off that thing. That thing sucks. It scratched the hell up. And it was like that as soon as I wiped it off. Hate that thing. Bulma astronaut fig is awesome. Yeah, of course. She's amazing. She was on my best of in 2023. Only figure you got was Fat Boo. Still a great figure. This whole set was a miss. Yeah, Fantastic Adventure sucks. It feels rushed, low quality. It doesn't feel like an Ichiban Kuji. Feels like a rushed project. They're like, oh shit, it's Dragon Ball's 40th anniversary. We gotta do an Ichiban Kuji. And there's only 3 of them? Like, nah, it sucks, man. What did I wipe off the mirror? When I took the film off of it, it had like smudges from the film. So I got a paper towel and I tried to wipe it off. And then it got scratched immediately. I was like, what the hell? Daima. Daima was kind of disappointing, y'all. I gotta admit it. I think in my review, I was like a little more positive on them. Like, I still like them, but they could have been a lot better. Should I do them together? Yeah, I'll do them together because I did all the other Masterlise Pluses together. Let's see. How would I place these? Like Goku and Kaioshin. Goku's like fine, but I think his face is a little off. I find that the Daima figures are smaller than usual too. But I guess that makes sense. Like, I think Goku is supposed to be younger than he was during like a lot of Dragon Ball, early Dragon Ball. But like the new Goku that we got from EX is like, he's way bigger than this. So yeah, they're definitely smaller than they should be. But it's fine. I think it's maybe to emphasize Dragon Ball Daima. Love the anime, but this set was a little meh. Goku and Kaioshin. Yeah, Yeah, I'd put them like right here. Still like them a little bit more than Chi-Chi. Like they're still worth a purchase, especially. Are they like pan size? No. They're bigger than that. They're just smaller than like the newest Kid Goku. Glorio is cool. We'll get to Glorio. Vegeta and Bulma, they're probably my least favorite in the set. They kind of look a little weird, but I probably still like them more. Like, cause Bulma's really good, actually. Bulma, like, really, like, if you, because they come together, like, Bulma definitely helps. Vegeta has the weirdest face in the whole set. Kaioshin has kind of a weird face, too. But, yeah. Bulma is great. Bulma's, like, the best mini in the set. Top of C or bottom B? No, I still like them more than some of these Crane figures. Piccolo and Dende. Yeah, I don't know. They're all pretty much like the same except Bulma. Everyone has like kind of like a little bit of a weird likeness except for Dende and Bulma. Glorio is pretty good though. He's smaller than I expected, but he's good. Like for Glorio, yeah, it feels just right. And I watched the Daima episode today. I've watched it 3 times. Yes, sir. Honestly, Goku versus Vegeta, pretty cool figure. I like this thing. I think I would even put it right here. It's a cool figure. It's kind of like a Revival Moments, almost. But I like Goku and Vegeta's design. I like the detail in both figures. They both have a matte paint finish and texturing. They got shading. They're decent size. They're not like Masterlise size, but they're cool. And they're dynamic. And I like Goku and Vegeta's like designs and colors in Daima when they're adults. Just finished Dragon Ball manga. Any recommendations? One Piece. 100%. One Piece. One Piece and Dragon Ball to me are like, here's Dragon Ball, and then One Piece is literally like hugging it from the bottom, sometimes penetrating it a little bit, but it never gets all the way through. Because Dragon Ball's still better. You love that Goku could not say his name right? Gorito. Love Glorio. Aw, Shenron, bro. Bro, this thing is such a disappointment. I think we have to like consider like, because this is, I mean, I was gonna say we have to consider because it's a Shenron, like it should go in D tier, but even if you do own it, it's still like pretty decent. It's still like a Shenron figure. I still put him like pretty high in my like worst. Yeah, honestly, I think it is a little inconsistent. Who else was on my worst of list? Oh, Vegito and Boo. Yeah, I think like we need to be harder on like on the Masterlise and the Kuji. Really? Like this should be here. Yeah. Kuji are held to a higher standard, so they deserve to be lower. I put Shenron after the Snow Globe because it's Shenron, bro. How they ruined a Shenron. All right. Fine. I would put him there. I would buy him at a discount because it's still not that great, man. Like, it's got a botched face. Got a botched face. All right, I'll put him here. I would say buy this Clearise Broly before you buy Shenron. I mean, I even say in my review, like you're better off just like importing ultimate variations. GT Goku. I think this figure gets a lot of heat for no reason. I kind of like him. I kind of like him. B tier. Yeah, he's like a B tier figure. He's not great, but he's pretty good. He's okay. I can hang with him. Superhero 1 is still your favorite Shenron? Nah, bro. Ultimate variation. Ultimate variation. The only Shenron you have is GT. Still waiting to get Porungo? Oh yeah, Porungo's sick. But yeah, I like this GT Goku. I know his face looks weird, but it's just, I think it's because of the moment that they're taking from, but like I did recognize the moment and I thought it was awesome. In person, he looks pretty good. His face is just like a little too wide. And he could have used like more matte painting and shading. Bro, the king. The king! He said, Matt, I know you've been wanting me as a Masterlise. I'm here to deliver. I mean, he's just so sick, dude. Super Baby 2 is amazing. Everything about him. Paint and shading finish, so like versatile and incredible. He's big. He's in an iconic pose. His likeness is perfect. I want more baby figures now. Like I'm like, do more. Do all of Baby's forms. I will eat it up, bro. So good. So good. He is insane. He is insane. He's one of the best figures ever. I would say him and Mr. Satan, like, probably are somewhere in my top 10 best of all time. I think they're real good. Oh, thank you, my love. So sick. Thanks, babe. You're so sick. I love you. Thank you. She brought me tea. She's so good. Okay. Vegito. Oh. Bruh. They fucked up my boy Vegito, bro. Bro. Oh, man. We've been waiting for a Super Vegito. And, like, his hair is, like, kind of weird in the back. His face only looks good at this angle. His teeth are, like, crooked. Yeah. He's got good... His gi is sick, though. His gi is ace. Perfect. Matte finish, texturing, shading... Nice. The reference, perfect. And then everything else is like, he looks cool on a Masterlise shelf, like with everybody else. Masterlise always elevates itself when you pair it up with the right, characters. But sucks. Kind of sucks for a Masterlise. Like, he should not be down here, this low, But I would still buy him, like. If you're a Masterlise collector, yeah, pick them up. Boo. Not as bad, but pretty much the same. Like, bro, that seam on his head. The seam on his head, bro, and his shirt is like glossy. The cups on his feet, it's like very weird choice. Like, I guess they had to do that. His face is like not perfect either. Like, man, like they fucked up Boo. The feet orbs, like I don't hate them, but they're just kind of weird. Feet orbs. Ooh. Needed that sip of tea. Bardock. Bro, I've seen some Bardock haters. I've been seeing some Bardock haters. And I say silence. Silence. Look straight out of the OVA, bro. His art style, his face, the way they made his muscles, looks like he's straight out of the OVA. His hair sculpt, he's sick. The blood, giving him a key ball as a Masterlise. I don't keep mine on because I broke it off when I was reviewing him, so I was like, I'm not gonna bother. Does that Bardock Masterlise feel cranish, or is he legit? He's legit. Nah, he's sick, dude. I love this Bardock. He's so cool. He's so cool. He looks like he's straight from that moment. Yeah, no stick in his butt. He's just on clear heals and a regular support. It does make him look like he's almost like in a invisible chair. Like it's almost like he's about to sit. But it, like, only if you like try to like look for that. But no, he's good. He's really cool. He's just like ready to fly and get you. I love him. He's a great figure. But Kakaroto really impressed me, dude. Can he fit on Piccolo's throne? No, I don't think so. His butt's not that low. Maybe if you like make him fall backwards, maybe. Kakaroto. So cool, dude. Like the Saiyan pod steals the show. It's just big and detailed. All the scratches and everything. Reminds you of like the anime and manga, like how Toriyama would texture that, like scratches and stuff all over the Saiyan pod. Like it's like shading in the manga. It's so cool. Goku looks fine too. Not fine. He looks great in there. Good hair sculpt. He's little and tiny. I wish there was a way to connect him firmly in his chair, but he doesn't fall out of it. It's just if you move it, he's gonna bounce around a little. But he's got good shading, even for a tiny figure. Like really cool. Is Pod Goku's big box big? Maybe. Yes, it do be big, maybe. Yo. The new Uzaru, honestly. Pod scales good with Vegeta. Yeah. It's pretty big. It doesn't close, by the way. So it's very wide. Very wide. Doesn't fit on my shelves. Uzaru looks small. He is smaller than the first one. But he's still big. He's still a big figure. Like he's bigger than like Ox King. He's bigger than Dodoria. He's bigger than the new Master Roshi. But yeah, the first one is too big. He's on my wall shelf. He doesn't fit on my current shelves. But this one is not vinyl and hollow. He is filled and heavy. He's very heavy. He's like 8 pounds or something like that. I kind of like the metallic paint on him, not gonna lie, especially because there is shading mixed into him. And I feel like even though he has like little deviating lines at the end of his jaw, they're not that noticeable. And his likeness, I feel like, is closer to the anime than the first one. The first one has like a more like, it is similar to the anime, but goes for a more realistic style. Where this one is like, no, it's like ripped straight from the anime. So this one's like 12 inches, whereas the Greatest Saiyan one is like 14 to 16 inches or something. This one's really good, though. I think I prefer it. I think I like it that much. That's it. We did it. Let me see if I've changed anything. Or I would change anything. $2025 gonna blow 2024 out of the water. I actually agree with you. I don't know if we'll do this list again exclusively Dragon Ball next year. If you guys want me to do exclusively Dragon Ball, let me know. Because the One Piece and Naruto ones would be like shorter. But if we just did like a ranking, I think my top 10 videos are definitely still going to be exclusive to Dragon Ball and Naruto, and then they all get their own individual top 10. But I think for like a big list like this, might be like maybe more interesting to include like all the other character, like all the other anime mixed in with Dragon Ball. Let me know. We'll see how this year goes, but I'm really excited, especially because Dragon Ball looks awesome, and Naruto's getting more Masterlise. One Piece is getting more Masterlise, which is cool. Is that for real? Dose Chains? Is Chainsaw Man Masterlise announced? Did that leak or something? Because if you're joking with me, I'm gonna find you. All right, I'm gonna find you. 2024 Sabo would be S tier. Yeah, he'd be an S. I'd put him there. Yeah, I really liked him. Following the Reese movie, it has to. I really hope so. Yeah, that's our list, though. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, yeah. I like it. All right, that's our tier list, guys. Let's save it to commemorate the moment. Yo, Dose Chains. Just in another member. Thank you so much, my dude. That was a long stream. Lots of talking. But love of my life brought me some tea, and it's helping so goddamn much. Appreciate that, my dude. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, this is how we celebrate Valentine's Day. We have a date set up. Yeah, thank you so much, chat. Appreciate y'all coming along for this. This was fun. I loved the suggestion. We'll see what we do next year, if we do individual lists or we do just one big ass list. But yeah, 2025 is going to be a great year for figures, collecting, Dragon Ball, other anime, life. America, the greatest country you've ever seen. Some say it's not a great country. Fuck them. All right. Appreciate all y'all hanging out. Had a ton of fun. But until the next video, guys, I will